So since the price of Bitcoin right now is flashing us a very interesting scenario, I am sure you guys want to find out in which trend direction the price of Bitcoin might be possibly heading. Is it going to be a bullish continuation pattern, price following this 1 2 3 reversal pattern, price following this falling channel pattern, even this falling wedge pattern, or is it going to turn out into a fake out of what to expect next? So today in this video we are going to find that out, but before I do that, please guys, please do me a favor and destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button, and also a friendly reminder to those individuals who have not claimed this free 200 USDT futures position airdrop from Bybit. Then I suggest you guys to check the video description, because Bybit right now is providing free 200 USDT futures position airdrop, either Bitcoin USDT position, Ethereum USDT position, or Solana USDT position. All the links are in the description down below. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to grab this opportunity. Now, before we look at the price action of Bitcoin first, let's look at this Bitcoin ETF flow table, because according to this flow table, the ETF flow table, we can see sentiment is changing. I mean, 1st May, you can see we had more outflows than inflows, around 563 million outflow. On 2nd May, $34.4 million outflow. But since 3rd May, you can see guys, we have IBIT BlackRock $12.7 million inflow, $102 million inflow, $33.5 million inflow. I mean, in total $378.3 million inflow. But the most interesting is this GBTC. I mean, if we look at the GBTC outflows, right, $90 million, $45.8 million, $35 million, $66.9 million outflow. Each and every day you can see we had more outflows from GBTC. But since 3rd of May, the narrative is changing. I mean, $63 million inflow. On 6th of May, you can see another 217 million in total inflow. GBTC inflow around $3.9 million. What does this mean? I mean, if you look at this GBTC daily flow was clearly negative. But since 3rd of May, we are seeing spike in the positive side. That means this is a very nice post from Crypto Div. Big shout out to this guy. GBTC inflow of 63 million. I just showed you here, right? You can see GBTC inflow of 63 million. What does that mean? The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust GBTC was the primary source of sell pressure across all spot ETFs since they were live in January 2024. GBTC leading outflows throughout the year was due to several factors, the most apparent being high management fees versus competing Bitcoin ETFs. Additionally, GBTC conversion into an ETF led to an increased sell pressure due to the arbitrage opportunities between the fund's shares and underlying Bitcoin prices. The conversion coincided with a period of Bitcoin price surge due to other ETFs being approved, which also upset the outflows. The result was price appreciation. On average, Bitcoin ETFs have been buying more Bitcoin per day this year than the new supply being mined. At the same time, GBTC accounted for the majority of the sell pressure. Now, if the tide are turning and GBTC being to maintain inflows instead of outflows, that effectively means a significant decrease in sell pressure and additional increase in demand, while ETFs collectively are buying more Bitcoin than miners can create. Remember, Bitcoin just went through its halving a week ago, cutting the supply that will be created per day by 50%. So what does this mean? I have already talked about this in my chart. I mean, I showed you with this weekly chart. Demand and supply shock. I mean, more demand than supply. What is going to happen with price? It is going to go parabolic. Demand greater than supply has always pushed the price higher. That's why I showed you this Wyckoff's price cycle, comparing with the different cycles which you had from 2011, 2015, 16, 17, 18 up to 2024. You can see nothing has changed. We had this accumulation area, we had this mark-off phase, price heading towards the distribution area before starting with the markdown phase. But if you look in our case, we already had this accumulation phase, and now we are also seeing demand greater than supply, which in the past price action resulted in a bullish move, and even this sell pressure from GBTC is slowly fading away. So that means we could see more supply and demand shock in the market, which could drive the price of Bitcoin higher. So that's why, according to this Wyckoff price cycle, you can see the markup phase might have just started. So in case of doubt, you know what to do. Always zoom out. Now, if you look at this in a daily time frame, nothing much has changed. I showed you that in the medium short term, we might see a retest, price coming back to test this key line, which in the past price action rejected us before showing another continuation here to the upside, price heading towards to form a new all-time high before choosing an actual trend duration. Because according to this falling wedge, since we have already broken the upper trend line, now it could be resulting in furthermore impulsive move. Parallelly, along with this falling wedge pattern, we even found out the price was breaking out from this falling channel pattern, another bullish continuation pattern, and this pullback here is going to be looked as a retest. I showed you this on my previous video, right? We could see some more consolidation, price even coming back to test the previous temporary line, this line which previously acted as resistance, right? Since we are above it, it could result in furthermore impulsive move, because this is a breakout. Price remaining of this channel, the upper trend line from this falling channel, is going to be looked as a breakout, and we are expecting the upcoming days for Bitcoin, just like I shown you an example, to be bullish. Because we know, guys, since we are above this falling trend line, since we are above this falling channel pattern, now it could be also resulting in another bullish pattern known as 1 2 3 reversal pattern, or you can also call this a 2B reversal bottom. Because if you look at this falling trend line, you can see this falling trend line in the past price action acted as a strong line of resistance. This same line got broken, which acted as support during a downtrend. Now, if we remain above this falling trend line, or let's say if the price remains above 62,000 in the medium short term, it could be playing out as a reversal pattern, and price could be showing another continuation, just like I shown in an example. I mean, price right now has shown a move towards this falling trend line, right? We might be here. So if we can remain above 62,000 and price also can flip this previous high into support, a proper support, then it is going to give us another buying opportunity, which will also result in another continuation here like this. Yes, guys, 1 2 3 reversal pattern, falling channel pattern, along with this falling wedge pattern will line up parallelly if we can remain above 62,000 in the medium short term. Because we know, according to this leading indicator, we have already found out that remaining in between this trend line is going to turn the price bullish. I mean, price remaining inside the CPI line, top, central, and the bottom CPI line is going to push the price higher, because finding support above that range means we could be preparing ourselves for another continuation here like this. I mean, price slowly getting attracted towards this first target for this month of May, which is around 69,000, and even, right, and even up to this R2 line, which is above 77,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. The price of Bitcoin could show a move like this if we manage to remain over 62,000, or let's say if we manage to remain over this CPI trend lines. And now, even if we look at this one example here, the Bollinger Band example, I showed you this on my previous video. Since we have already tested the lower band and also started showing a move like this, now this here could be resulting in furthermore impulsive move, because we have managed to break above this central line or the basis line, which could be resulting in a move towards this upper trend line from this Bollinger Band. I mean, upper trend line only gets tested, right? We know upper trend line only gets tested when the price itself is preparing for another continuation like this, because I showed you upper band gets broken during uptrend. So if we see price finding support over 62,000, we could see another attempt to break out of this upper trend line, which could be resulting in furthermore impulsive move. And this here could be also resulting in a continuation from this 1 2 3 reversal pattern, falling channel pattern, and even this falling wedge pattern. And now what I also want you guys to look at, this megaphone pattern, broadening wedge pattern, or right angle broadening bottom pattern, because I showed you this on my previous video. After finding support at this lower trend line, we could see price of Bitcoin showing another rally towards this horizontal trend line. Why this horizontal trend line? Because in that area we have the resistance from the CPI indicator, the top CPI indicator. We have the resistance from this Bollinger Band, the upper trend line. And now even this horizontal trend line is going to be looked as a line of resistance. But once we flip above this trend line, you can see the upcoming days for Bitcoin actually looks very, very bullish. And in that case, we could be heading towards to form a new all-time high before choosing a trend duration. So looking into different time frame, looking into different scenarios, we can clearly see remaining over 62,000 could result in furthermore impulsive move, because if the price remains over 62,000, it could be resulting in a bullish crossover here in our Williams alligator indicator. MACD, you can see, is already bullish. RSI is fighting to remain above 50. TTCCI already in a positive territory. So if we see price finding proper support of 62,000, 63,000, we are going to see a crossover here in our Williams alligator indicator. And we know what is going to happen if this happens. I mean, green line appearing at the top, blue line at the bottom. It is going to result in another continuation here to the upside. So that is another reason price could be preparing itself for another impulsive move once we find proper support over 62, 63,000, because that could be resulting in a bullish crossover in our Williams alligator indicator. So any sort of a weakness, any sort of a pullback in the medium short term could be just a retest before continuing with this actual impulsive move. So guys, these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy the like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder to those individuals who have not claimed this free 200 USD futures position airdrop from Bybit, then I suggest you guys to check the video description. All the links to Bybit, Phemex, OKX is given there. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to grab this opportunity. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.